you today? Happy Monday. I'm always excited to be with you. I love being with you and I love doing this live with DeLores. I appreciate you joining me. Share this broadcast. It's going to be powerful. I think it's going to help some people change their lives. And I'm serious. It's all about asking for what you want. Hmm. Have you been afraid to ask for what you want? Sometimes I know that happens. Well, I'm Dolores Presley, and I am so excited, as I said before, that you are joining me here. I thank you for all of you who are watching live, and I also thank all of you who will watch the broadcast later. Now, I am a keynote speaker, an author, a business and life coach. I just love helping women. I was created to help women live a better life, to help them elevate their confidence and help them elevate their influence so that they can get what they want. So, again, thank you so much for joining me. Have you been afraid to ask for what you want? I know that that happens sometimes. It does. I know. How many opportunities have you really missed because you were afraid to ask? Now, I want you to talk to me today. I want you to type in there on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and connect because this show, Live with Dolores, is all about you. It's about helping you for sure. Hmm. Maya Angelou says in one of her famous quotes, ask for what you want and be ready to receive it. So now I'm going to give you these tips how to ask for what you want, but you have to use them and be ready to receive it. You're going to be ready? I hope so. I hope so. So let's go with our first point. Be prepared. Think strategically about what you want and when you want it. I go to a lot of conferences, well, prior to the pandemic, right? So I went to a lot of conferences and now we can go again. So this is really good. But I want you to be strategic when you go to conferences. So I wanted to meet Zig Ziglar, God rest his soul, but he was the ultimate motivational and inspirational speaker. So when I go to a conference, I go to the agenda and I see who's going to be speaking. So that's what I want you to do too. And see who you want to connect with. Again, be strategic about what you want. I know that I wanted to meet him. And I know that there was, oh my gosh, I was at the National Speakers Association convention, and I know there was at least 1,000 people there, but I didn't care because I was strategically putting together a plan to meet Zig Ziglar. Okay, do you think I met Zig Ziglar? Who thinks I met him out there? Who thinks that I actually had time to spend with him? I did. So I go up to Mr. Ziegler. I'm all excited. And I'm like, Mr. Ziegler, would you coach me? I need a coach. What do you think he said? No. He said no. He said, but young lady, I like your spunk. I like that you had the courage to come up and ask me to coach you. Okay, ask for what you want. No, he was not my coach, but he said, wait a few minutes until I finish talking to everyone in this audience, who it was a long line. I didn't care. I got in the line just like everyone else. But Zig Ziglar, after he finished speaking, oh, I'm getting God bumps thinking about the opportunity that I got because I wasn't afraid to ask. So Zig Ziglar went into another room with me, and we both spent time with him strategically helping me to be one of the best speakers on earth, on this planet. And he truly was one of the best on this planet. And he spent almost an hour with me strategically mapping out my speaker business. Okay, now did that get you or thinking maybe I should go ahead and ask for what I want? Do not be afraid to ask for what you want, but be strategic about it. Most of you know that I was on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I had to ask. They didn't reach out to me first. I had a strategic plan. All right, it was a long time ago, and it was the day of the VHS tapes. Any one of you remember those? videos. And I was a full-time teacher at the time. And I would record every Oprah show. And then when I got home from teaching, I'd look at those credits and see who were the producers. And I'd send my book and I'd send my materials to those producers all the time. And I did that for almost it might have been about 2.5 years. Okay, here's a lesson of tenacity. Hang in there. So I could have given up after the first year. Oh, I didn't hear from the Oprah Winfrey Show. I could have done that. Now, how many of you would have done that? I don't see anyone talking to me yet. I want to see those comments, and I'm hoping that I'm not missing your comments. If I am sorry, but I will answer them when this live broadcast is over. I sent it. I waited for 2.5 years. But one day I was driving down the road, my cell phone rang, I picked it up, and it said, "Is this DeLores Presley?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "This is a producer from the Oprah Winfrey Show." Mm. Now, don't do what I did. I said, "Can you hold on a second?" Because I put the phone to the side and I said, "Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Now, I didn't know her name. I didn't know anything. So don't do that. If you get an amazing call like that, but I was just so excited and so thankful that I had asked for what I wanted. And with God's help, I got what I wanted. She said, "We want to have you on the show, on the Oprah Winfrey Show." And the rest is history. So, two lessons here: tenacity, which would be one, hang in there, and ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. So be prepared, think strategically about what you want. And the next point that I have for you is point two: be a self advocate. Be a self advocate. It's okay to say things about yourself, especially women. We are always afraid, and I won't say always, but many times afraid to say good things about ourselves. Don't do that. Say good things about yourself. For example, you want to ask for something at work, but you're afraid to ask for it. Don't do that. Think about, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Come on, I want to see some comments out there. I don't know if my producer can tell me if there's comments out there or not, but I definitely want to see them and I really want to help you. Again, this show is all about you and helping you. So, what accomplishments have you made for that company? Have you done something for the company? I want you to create an accomplishment notebook. Yep, that's right. An accomplishment notebook. Mm, accomplishment notebook. All right. And then I'm going to see if I can go on Facebook here so I can see your comments. But once you get that accomplishment notebook, write that down. All the things that you have accomplished, all of the amazing things that you have done for it. So hold on one second while I get to Facebook here. I'm trying to get there. And unfortunately, I don't see it. Oh, why am I not seeing it? I'm right here. This video is in progress. Let's see here if I can see anything. Oh, I see Victoria learned that she really needs to ask for what she wanted, and someone helped her. And so I'm still scrolling and I really don't see them. They're not showing, unfortunately. Oh, I don't like that. I got to practice on how to make sure I can see your comments because they're supposed to pop up here on StreamYard, but they're not doing that. So technically, I got to figure that out. But again, don't forget to make your accomplishment notebook, And then that's going to give you some ammunition for when you want to ask for what you want. So you can look back in that and say, "Oh, on this day, I helped this company do this. I increased the company's income." Just make sure you are adding value to your company. Now, don't go in there asking for money or whatever you want to ask for and you haven't done anything to deserve it. Make sure that you do that. Now, do you have a story of self advocacy? I want to hear about them. You can always inbox me. Even you can go to YouTube, any of the places, Instagram, any of them, and send me a message. And you can write it in here. I'm going to figure out how to do this. I don't know how yet, but some reason I'm not getting them. Okay, I saw someone, Marsha, but she's probably on LinkedIn. Thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Marsha, for your comments. I am right, and you are right. And I love the fact that you are saying something here. We got to get those Facebook things up here. We're going to do it, we're going to work it out. But I want to hear your stories of self advocacy. What have you done to advocate for yourself? If you learn nothing from this show, nothing, but I hope you learned a lot from this show. But if you haven't, you should at least know that you are so valuable. You are so valuable. All right. I guess I better go on to the next quote. And I'm gonna figure out how to go to Facebook here in a minute. But let's go to point number three. Ask for something that you have been afraid to ask for. Something that you have been afraid, and I want you to type in here when you're going to ask for those things. I want you to start doing that. And another thing, I teach women about negotiations. And when you are negotiating and you're asking for something, say you want to say, I want a 20% raise or whatever you may be asking for, and then tell them and give them reasons why they should give you just a brief reason now, not a whole lot of explanation, because once you ask for what you want, be quiet. Stop. Don't keep going on and on. I did this and I did that. And no, no, no. Don't do that. Stop. Because in negotiations, it is so important that you be quiet and listen. And most of the time, the person who gives the first figure loses. So you have to be careful, be quiet, and just don't even say, don't just be quiet. Okay. Let's see here. I think they're giving me some other directions here. Okay. All right, go to the Facebook. I'm going to hit, let's see if I can get over here. I want to see your comments. So bear with me a minute here. And let's see if I can get to Facebook because I want to see what you're saying. That's not working. All right, let's see here. Let's go to Facebook. Why I can't sit on my phone, I have no idea. Why? See, this stuff is so good. Put out there. Why don't you let me in a message what people are saying that I can answer? Because for some reason my live post is just not showing here, and that makes absolutely no sense. All right, let's try this. Um, let's try one more thing. All right. Oh, I might have said, I might have found them, but I might need some glasses. I just got to be real with you, right? Almost 66. Sometimes I just can't see little tiny writing. So I just found a pair of glasses here, and I think I might be able to see them. All right. Sarah said, hey, Sarah on Facebook. You are excited. I get so excited on this show. I can't wait till Mondays come so I can do this live with you. And I have to remember that it's only about a 15-minute show. So Dolores, don't get too carried away. But I appreciate my producer helping me with this. All right, let's see. Ginger said, be a self-advocate. So true. I don't know why sometimes we are afraid to just accept our accomplishments, the things that we have achieved. It's okay. It's okay. Let somebody else say, be quiet, ask, and let go. Yes, Ginger, you are so right. Please send me your story. I'm looking forward to getting your story. That is so good. So good. All right, so let's go ahead to the last point because I don't want to keep you this whole time over time because I really want to make this quick because we can learn things quickly, right? In 15 minutes and we can learn them. Okay, so our last point is ask for something. And I said that a little earlier that you're afraid to ask for. So who can type something in here that they have been afraid to ask for and they're going to do it? They're going to do it by I'll give you till tomorrow, okay? So send me a message and let me know that you are asking for what you want. What is it? All right. So let's see here. I see something here by Marsha that's on LinkedIn. She said, how to create a viable distribution channel for my products. So you want to know that. How can you do that? Is that how to create a viable distribution channel for my products? What are your products? I'd love to know that, Marsha. And so there are lots of places that we can sell. So I guess I don't know specifically what you're asking, but please feel free to email me. Anyone can email me or send me a message. It's probably best that I don't give my email out, but I will if you message me, and then we'll go from there, right? Okay. All right, Marsha. I hope that that answers your question because there are so many ways, but it kind of depends on what your product is and what you're doing. Yes. Okay. Please make sure you email me. Now, what is it that you want to ask for? Now, I'm going to share a quick story. I've got so many of them, right? A quick story of meeting Jack Canfield. Do you know Jack Canfield, who is the co-author for The Chicken Soup for the Soul? It's such a lesson. Read his book. See, I love that his success principles, but I had a chance to meet him. He wrote his phone number down on the back of his card. He gave me his card and he said, call me Dolores. Now, how quick do you think I called him? I didn't. I did not call him because I was afraid. I don't know what came over me because I'm usually not afraid to ask for what I want. But I didn't call him because I had put Jack Canfield on this pedestal like he was better than Dolores. No one is better than you. We are all created equal. I don't want to hear about someone's better than you because they're not. And that I needed to just go like say, stop it. And I talked to him later and we talked about some things. But the point is, later was too late, too late. I shouldn't have been talking to him. If someone gives you their card, it doesn't matter if it's a Jack Canfield or whomever, then act on it. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Okay, I know we're getting more comments here. Let's see if I can see a few more. Few more. All right, I will promise you that I will go in to when I'm done on the replay and answer all of your questions. I promise you I will do that. So please put them in there. All right. Thank you for joining me for this live broadcast. Again, I appreciate everyone listening. And as I had mentioned to you, I might not have even talked about that. I started a nonprofit. Again, here you go. You have to ask for what you want. I started a nonprofit called She Elevates, which empowers girls to be leaders, to be confident, entrepreneurs, write books, all sorts of things, and really help them become leaders. We are imparting into these young ladies things that will go with them for the rest of their lives. Even me, I started She Elevates because when I was in the fifth grade, I went to visit a company, the Ohio Theater, no longer even in business, and that put something in me for my life, for my entire life. So She Elevates. We are getting ready for the academy, which will be in July of 2020. And so we're so happy that we can do it in person and online. We started off at Stark State, and then the pandemic had happened and we had to go online. So you can see some amazing girls and stories if you go to sheelevates.org. We want you to make sure that you sign your girls up ages 8 to 14. No girl is turned away. Don't worry about the cost or anything like that because we have full scholarships available. So go to the website, sheelevates.org, and check out what we are doing to empower girls and just watch their stories and listen how they articulate now and all of that. All right. Okay. I know I'm over time. I got to go. All right. Go to sheelevates.org or find out about me at DeLoresPresley.com. And if you need a coach or you just need help, reach out to me. Thank you again for tuning in to Live with Delores. I'll see you next Monday.